and starting the Torah story. Good afternoon, everybody. Wonderful to be back with you all for another fantastic and exciting children's Torah story. Today, we are going to learn about the special blessings, the brachot, that Yaakov, today this is Yaakov, thank you, Tzuria, that Yaakov gave to all of his sons. Well, last week, if you will remember, Yaakov gave his grandsons, Manasseh and Ephraim, special bracha, special blessing, and he said to them that the whole Jewish people, thank you, here we go, and he said to them that the whole Jewish people will bless their sons to be like Manasseh and Ephraim. Well done. There we go. Very good, Shalva. It is Ephraim and Manasseh. Who was older, Manasseh or Ephraim? Manasseh was older. But who was greater? Who was going to be even more better? Ephraim. And that is because it doesn't matter if you are older or younger. The main thing is that you are kind, that you are good, that you listen to Hashem and do the right thing. That's really what the main thing is. Well, the next thing that we must learn about with this is that, one other thing that was special about Ephraim and Manasseh is that they were the first ones in the whole Torah who got on nicely with brothers and sisters. I'm sorry to tell you, Yeladim, but a lot of the time in the Torah, brothers and sisters fight. In fact, the very first brothers and sisters in the Torah, Cain and Hevel, also known as Cain and Abel, got into a big fight. Didn't go well at all. That was very bad. Then you had other brothers. They were Yitzchak and Yishmael, Abraham's children. They also couldn't get on nicely together. Yishmael was being very mean to Yitzchak. Then you had Yaakov and Esav. Did Yaakov and Esav get on well together? No. I'm afraid they also didn't. Esav even wanted to really hurt Yaakov at one stage, and Yaakov had to run away. They also didn't get on so great. Well, then what about Yosef and the brothers? Did they get on so great? No. We already know how bad that one went. That the brothers threw him in the pit, and then they sold him to go to Egypt. Whew! But Manasseh and Ephraim got on so well. They were good and kind to each other. They were polite. They did not fight. They were as good could be. Even if they were stuck at home for 3 weeks with no one around but their brothers and sisters and parents, they still were kind to each other and didn't fight. Can you imagine that, Yeladim? Well, that is a very important test that all of us in South Africa and I know in other places in the world are facing as well. To be at home with just your brothers and sisters and parents. And the question is, are you going to be like Ephraim and Manasseh? That you are good and kind to each other? That you share? That you don't fight? That you don't argue? Or are you going to be like the other brothers and sisters who all fight and have a horrible time together? So Yeladim, tell me, are you going to be kind to each other or mean to each other? If you're going to be kind to each other, give me a thumbs up so that I know that you'll be kind to each other, even if it's hard over the next few weeks. Great. That's very good to see. Thank you very much. And that's excellent. Thank you, Yeladim. Well, after Yaakov had given that special blessing to his grandchildren, he then called in all of his sons. Can I have these ones as well? He called in all of his sons to come together. All of my sons come. I want to give you all a special blessing. And you can now hold them again. Thank you. And they all came in, and Yaakov started talking to them and giving them the special blessing. Well, some of them he actually didn't, thank you, sweetie. Some of them he actually didn't just give them a blessing, but he told them, there was something that you were doing that was not right, that you need to learn how to behave. You need to learn how to behave and do the right thing. So, for example, he said to Ruvain, you know, Ruvain, you always just do things and you don't always think before you do things. Ruvain, you need to think before you do stuff.
Daddy, was that true?
That is true. That's exactly what he said to Ruvain. Because Ruvain would always just go and do something and not really think about it. You know, we actually saw that just a few days ago. Remember when they were trying to convince the dad, Yaakov, that Binyamin should go down to Egypt with them. So Ruvain says, okay, Dad, here's the deal. If I don't bring Binyamin back, you can put my 2 children in jail. And what did Yaakov say to that? No way, those are my own grandchildren. You think I want to put my own grandchildren in jail? No, obviously I don't want to do that. That's not a good offer to make to me. So that's the kind of thing Ruvain would do. Ruvain would just think of something and say it or do it, and he wouldn't always think it through. He would just go straight ahead. So that was what Yaakov said to Ruvain. Ruvain, I love you very much, but you need to think before you act. Don't just go ahead. Then he said to Shimon and Levi, Shimon and Levi, you also have a very important lesson to learn. Because Shimon and Levi, you guys love fighting too much. If there's a problem, you think the best way to solve the problem is by fighting. Now tell me, Yeladim, is that the best way to solve the problem? No. That is not. Look, the truth is, sometimes we have to fight. It's unfortunate. If bad people come to attack us, we have to fight back. We know that that's the truth. But that's not for every situation. That's only once in a while. And that's certainly not with our family. So, that is what Yaakov said, Shimon and Levi. Your problem is that you guys think the best way is to fight, and the best way is definitely not to fight. So that's what they had to learn as well. And then he started speaking to Yehuda, and he said, Yehuda, do you know what you're like? A few of the brothers, he actually said they are like different amazing animals. So do you know what animal Yehuda was like?
What?
Yehuda, you are like a lion. You are strong like a lion, and you will be the boss of your brothers like a strong lion. And you are going to be the king. Well, not you yourself, Yehuda. Sit back, my boy. Thank you. Not you yourself, Yehuda, but your children's children are going to be the kings of the Jewish people. So, for example, do you know who came from Yehuda?
David.
Very good, Shalva. David HaMelech, King David. The best king the Jewish people ever had, David HaMelech, he came from Yehuda. And Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon, also from Yehuda. And so many great kings all came from Yehuda, because Yehuda is like the one who will be the king. And even Mashiach. Mashiach is the one who will be the king of the Jewish people someday. We hope soon.
And he came from David.
Go for it. Which
David
Shen?
came.
Is going to come from David. He's going to be David's great-great-grandson. So that was Yehuda. Yehuda, you are strong like a lion. Rawr! And you are going to be the boss of the brothers. Then he said, go for it. Then he said, Yisachar, you are like a strong donkey. Yisachar, you are like a strong donkey. Now, if you go and say to someone, oh, you know, you're so fantastic, you like a donkey, do you think they will be happy with you? No. Imagine going to your mom and dad and say, Mom and Dad, you guys are the best. You like donkeys. Do you think they're going to be so happy? No, I don't think so. But he did mean it in a nice way, because there are some things that are great about donkeys. Donkeys are really strong. And you know what? Donkeys keep going and never give up. That's the important thing that we're thinking about with donkeys. They keep going even if they're tired, even if they're working so hard, even if it's difficult, they just keep going and keep going and keep going. That is what Yisachar is like with a donkey. And even sometimes when you're helping around the house, sometimes maybe your parents are asking you to help with something and you say, I'm tired. I don't want to help anymore. I'm too tired to help. Well, then, do you know what you need to be like, Yeladim? You need to be like a donkey and just keep going. And that's why if you see somebody who works and works, even though they're so tired, you can say to them, well done. You are like a donkey. Then to Zevulun, Yaakov said, Zevulun, you are going to be a sailor. What does a sailor do, Yeladim?
Sails.
He sails on ships. And what Zevulun used to do was he used to go on the sea on his ships and he would buy things and sell things and all kinds of things like that. That was the special blessing for him. Then he said, Dan, or Dan, Dan, you are going to be like a snake. Dan will be like a snake, but not like a bad, mean snake. You will be a snake who will protect the Jewish people. That if anyone bad tries to be mean to us, you will warn them. Do not try to fight with us. That is what Dan will do. He will be like a snake. And you know who actually came from the tribe of Dan a long, long time later? A guy called Shimshon, also known as...
He defeated some other color.
Very good. Shimshon, also known as Samson, he defeated, like Shalva said, he defeated the Plishtim, the Philistines. Shimshon was the strongest oak ever. And he fought against the Plishtim all by himself. And he was from the tribe of Dan. So that's what it means. Just like snakes don't go together in a group, each snake goes by itself. So that was what Shimshon was like. The next one, he says, Gad, you will be like a strong soldier. And then he said, Asher, do you know what you're going to be, Asher? Asher, you are going to be a baker. What does a baker do?
Makes bread.
Makes bread. You are going to make the most delicious bread. When people taste Asher's bread, they're going to be like, wow. This is so good. That's great bread. Getting you in the mood for Pesach. Asher's delicious bread. Then Naphtali, he said, Naphtali, you are also like an animal. Do you know what animal Naphtali is like?
No.
Like a deer. A deer like a buck that goes jumping around, prancing. That is what Naphtali is like, dancing around, running so fast. Naphtali always runs to do a mitzvah. If somebody says, hey, Naphtali, there's a mitzvah that we need to do, can you go? He says, yes! Oh, he goes, no, charging along. He doesn't go so quickly that he knocks people over. He's always careful about other people. But he always goes quickly and with lots of energy to go and do a mitzvah and to go and do something good. So, Naphtali and Yisachar actually have something a little bit in common. Because they both don't say, oh, I don't want to do the mitzvah, I'm too tired. Naphtali says, yes, I'll get up and do it right away. I'll go flying. And off he goes. But Yisachar says, okay, I'll do it. He doesn't rush as fast, Yisachar. But Yisachar says, I'm going to keep going and keep going until the job is done. Excellent. Then the next one is Yosef. Yosef is like a beautiful tree by the water that grows so well and has such beautiful fruit. And no matter what other people try to do, Yosef, you will carry on. Come up again. Yosef, no matter what people try to do, you will be this marvelous tree that just grows so beautifully. And then the last brother, who's left? We've already gone through quite a lot of the brothers. Levi and Shimon, he both said to them, Levi and Shimon, you need to learn not to always fight. Good. So, who else did we say? Reuven. He said, Reuven, you have to learn to think before you act. Yehuda is like an animal. Which animal? Show me what animal he's like. We're going to come. Very good, Shalva. Binyamin's the one we haven't done. We're just going over the others. Show me what animal Yehuda is like. Rawr! Lion. Yisachar is also like an animal. What's Yisachar like?
I don't know.
A donkey, always working. And Zavulun, what's Zavulun going to do? Show me with your hands.
Oh, sail.
He's going to sail on the ocean blue. And Dan is also like a kind of animal. What kind of animal?
Yeah.
Snake. And Gad will be a strong army man. What's Asher going to make? Asher's going to make something so yummy. Bread. Nom, 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 nom. Naphtali is also like an animal. What animal is Naphtali like?
Deer.
Like a deer. And Yosef is like a beautiful tree. And then, finally, the final brother, Binyamin, is all. Are you want to be Naphtali again? Then, the final brother is Binyamin. And Binyamin is also like an animal. Binyamin is like a wolf. Binyamin is like a wolf who also will help to protect the Jewish people. And those are going to be the 12 tribes of Israel, of Yisrael. And every Jewish person that came from them was then in one of those tribes, was in one of those 12 tribes. And remember then Yaakov said, when the day comes that I'm not alive anymore, I want you to take me back to the land of Israel. And that, Yeladim, is exactly what they did. Yosef said, okay, we will take you back up to the land of Israel. And up he went. Oh, do you know what I found in here? I found Yehuda was hiding. Do you want to see Yehuda, Yeladim? Roar! There was Yehuda hiding the whole time. So he says, okay, Yosef said, we will take you up to the land of Israel. And there in the land of Israel, that is where we will put you, in the same place that Abraham and Sarah were, in the same place that Yitzchak and Rivka were, and in the same place that Leah was. And do you know who else I found, Yeladim, in this little puppet box? Is Binyamin. There's Binyamin as well.
That's a wolf.
Yes, that is a wolf.
You said he was a fox.
No, wolf. And yes. So then that was what happened with Yosef. And then, with Yaakov. And then, do you know what Yosef said to his brothers? The brothers started getting scared. The brothers said, Yosef, maybe you've only been so nice to us because our dad was still around. And maybe you're still so cross with us that we sold you. And maybe now that our dad isn't here anymore, maybe now you're going to be all mean to us. Do you think that is what's going to happen? Do you think Yosef's going to be mean to them now? Well, Yeladim, something is going to happen next. The brothers all thought that Yosef now is going to be mean to them. And Yosef had something very important to say. Do you know what it is that Yosef says?
No.
I'll tell you tomorrow. Finished for today.